I started holding down the button too early, and then my car exploded.
Have we begun?
We have begun.
It has begun.
Welcome back to what the hell is this game? We haven't played this game in so long, but when it goes up on YouTube, it's gonna be like day later. Woo!
Last time we played this game was...
Alright, so
You're gonna hate, but what happened last time?
well,
everything.
I wanted to explain. There's something that I wanted to do that I should have done after something that we did last time, which was the Zack flashback. Where I just landed. That's fun. Can't even remember the controls. Oh, good. We're off to a great start here. Okay.
Explain your story.
One of the last things we did, the very last thing we did was we got the submarine. But before that, we saw the flashback with Zack, explaining how Zack and Cloud got to Midgar. And that's like a crucially important scene that's, completely optional. But something that I should have done at the same time as that, and what I think I'm actually going to do is just with editing magic, splice it together, is in Nibelheim, in the same point in the game, there's a little thing that explains how Tifa got to Midgar, which is also crucially important and also optional. So I'm just going to do that real quick. It's just going to take 5 seconds. But basically, you gotta go. Remember the piano that we played, in the flashback?
Yeah.
I remember it.
Gotta go play that.
Go play the piano.
Go play that.
Don't you play the same exact thing, same tune or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the game's theme or something, right?
Yeah, it is like the overworld map theme. Yeah.
Oh. It's not just a theme that you have to remember, like the Scarecrow's song and Majora's Mask.
I never remembered the scare.
Nobody did. Nobody ever remembered it.
What are the buttons for this?
Wouldn't that be a dick move if you're in the flashback and you just play like a 30-minute song on the piano and then you have to go later and the game expects you to remember the same thing?
That would be funny if you just jam on it with random buttons. No, there's
Yeah.
there's buttons. And what the hell
Most
are
games
they?
have buttons, yes.
Alright.
Alright, here we go.
Good start.
Yeah. I got it. Relax. Okay, here we go. Ready? Prepare your ears.
Not all games.
Yeah.
We can't hear it, so we'll prepare our ears later.
Prepare anus.
There we
Guys,
go.
I'm prepared.
Alright.
My body is ready.
Whoa, there's people with me. Okay, so who remembers, and the answer is nobody, I'm just going to preempt you, but who remembers Tifa's
I don't.
instructor Zangan from the flashback? He was like a martial arts guy who jumped everywhere. Basically,
Yeah. I remember him.
yeah. Basically, what we learn happened is
Master Duncan.
after Sephiroth burned everything, and slightly before Hojo rounded up Cloud and Zack and put them in tubes, Zangan snuck into the reactor and saved Tifa, pulled her out of there, healed her.
But he just left everybody else?
Yeah, pretty much. He only cared about his student. But because he did that, Tifa ended up being the only person from Nibelheim to escape all the experiments and crap that went on. Hojo turned everybody else, all the other townspeople, into Sephiroth clones, which we've learned already. So Zangan saving her like that was a pretty huge deal. And so when he couldn't, he couldn't heal her wound completely because she got cut with the strongest sword in the world, so that flies by me. He took her to Midgar, which is the biggest city in the world, because he thought, if there's anywhere in the world that would be able to heal her, the biggest city would be a good place to go. So that's how Tifa randomly ended up in Midgar. Now you know.
Wait a minute. Here's a question. So Tifa bears her midriff all the time, and yet where did she get stabbed?
She got slashed across the chest, basically.
Right.
But
and so
it would be
you
chest
never see
plus,
scars or anything.
It would be chest plus stomach, yeah, because it's a long ass fucking sword. Yeah,
Right.
well, magic, man. And, they can fucking heal you. They got healing magic. I'll
But that
buy
would have been a badass scar.
That would have.
Yeah, she could have been like Sagat.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except I'd want to do her.
You mean you don't want to do Sagat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and you are on two different wavelengths, buddy.
So she'd be like Sagat. But
What happened to
So-
this cop? What?
something else that we learn in this letter from Zangan that's really important is the reason why Nibelheim is still here after being burned down, which is that when Hojo was doing all these experiments making Sephiroth clones, they actually like hired Shinra employees. Well, they didn't hire them, I guess they were already hired, but they like gave them severance or whatever to just live in this town and pretend that nothing ever happened, which seems like an unnecessary step. The real reason that
Where did all this info come out?
The real reason that Nibelheim is still here is so that they didn't have to redo the pre-rendered backgrounds to make it all burn down. So they just, yeah. But in universe, they do give a reason why the town is still here, and there it is, and that's kind of important. So there we go. We also got Final Heaven, which is Tifa's final limit break, which I can't use yet.
So-
Yeah.
She hasn't even learned her level 2 limit breaks. But that's how you get it.
Yeah.
Do they explain everything you just said in this game, or is that more stuff that they explain in Crisis Core?
That's what that letter that we just read just said.
I wasn't reading it. I don't know what the hell's going on. I got Pokemon to play.
That's why I'm giving you the Cliff's Notes, man. I didn't read the whole
Okay.
letter aloud. Wow. I just, I'm giving you the Cliff's Notes. All right.
Okay.
Now that we've
Will this
also,
be on the tests?
Yes, it absolutely will. Now that we've got the Highwind, there's some other stuff that I want to go do, just because we can, for funsies. What do you say we go learn Goblin Punch?
Yay!
I mean, it's one of the weakest enemies in the game. I'm sure its ability will be awesome.
It's kind of a stupid enemy skill. Basically, it costs 0 MP, which is cool. So like if you're out of magic, it's like a way to attack. That's neat. But
Or you could just attack.
you could just attack, yeah. But here's what it does. If you're the same level as the thing you're attacking, which is quite uncommon, especially like, you know, the highest like enemy level in the game is like 50, and the highest. Oh, hey, preemptive strike.
Exact same level.
If you're the same level, yeah, it does like mad crazy damage. Mad crazy.
Mad crazy.
And he just Goblin
go.
Punch. There it is, baby. Learned enemy skill.
This Goblin Punch, mad crazy.
I gotta get him to punch
Nice.
everybody else, though. I wonder if I can manip him. I can. He do.
Manip.
Can't him on him.
Goblin Punch!
That's right, baby.
It is a freaking Hitmonchan.
Yeah, but with ears. And
Goblin was playable in Chocobo Racing, I believe. And it was like,
Really now.
I don't know if it was this.
version with the big boxing gloves.
I don't know if it was this exact design, but it was kind of similar. I seem to remember.
I want to say it's pretty close.
Oh, goddamn! Barrett covered
this-
so Cloud didn't learn it. Did you see that shit?
Goddamn your chivalry.
We gotta play Chocobo Racing.
That
Oh my
game,
God.
I'm gonna do a review of it.
that game is like ridiculously charming, but actually like the mechanics
Not a good
like,
game.
of playing it are not fun. Like it's just overflowing. There's like a story mode, and every character has like this, you know, like they have a personality and like a backstory, and it's just super charming, but it's not fun.
Not good.
It's super just mechanically playing it. It's really fishtaily and like the magnet balls. It's frustrating.
Matt, this is where you would put up that star that says you tried. Chocobo Racing, you tried.
Chocobo Racing. It's a you try it out of 10.
All right, got that goblin.
So,
punch, son.
I'm not ending this video though, so Ricky,
Yeah,
I know.
remember to add you tried star
I
to.
won't remember, but when I
Chocobo.
go and watch the video for editing, we'll say that, and I'll just do it. Do you think that I like watch these
Yes.
videos and purposefully like? No, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, you might now that you said
Probably.
that.
You might do a quick Google search
There's
and then be like,
there's
"Ah,
so
this
much
is way
like
too
meta
hard."
humor going on right here that it just might not happen. It's just like
Yeah.
I'm just like do it, and then you're gonna do it, and then you're gonna watch the video a little bit more, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna do it because I said that I might not do it because you said that he'd do it, and then you're just not gonna do it, and then it's gonna become super confusing for everybody.
What I am gonna put in is that gif of that
With my brain.
guy's head like exploding.
From scanners.
Yeah. Okay, so oh shit, he's coming right for me. Ah, that's Emerald Weapon, by the way. Optional super boss who will fuck up your shit. Is he gone? Oh my god, he's still coming right for me. I'm going back up. I'm too scared. Oh.
Good thing it's up.
I don't think I'm downplaying it when I say that running away from Emerald Weapon is one of the most horrifying things in this game.
Yeah. What sucks is like every time you dive, he's in like a random spot. So
Yeah.
you can dive and he'll just be like right on top of you. Oh gosh. All right, so stay away from that thing. Oh, I accidentally surfaced again. The last, like I said, one of the last things we did was get the submarine, but what we didn't do was retrieve the materia that we was in the other submarine that we shot down. So we gotta go do that. And this fucker's in my way. God, I'm so scared of you.
Don't tell him you're scared. God, then he'll just come back and won't.
Super boss.
That was funny, you're right.
We're up all
Oh,
night.
shit.
Here's the sub that we shot down. So let's get the materia out of there. All right.
$5 foot long.
Got it.
Because it's a sub.
Thanks, David.
You're welcome.
Thanks for not only telling that joke but explaining it.
Elaborating on it.
You're welcome. You say... Never mind. Sounded like you said elaborating.
I did say that, but you know, nothing ever just like gets let go with us. You can't let something like that ever slide with Adam and Ditto.
I very nearly let it go.
I
and
literally
decided not to.
I heard you like almost let it go. I heard you be like, never mind, and then you didn't. So thanks, David. I'm glad I can always count on you.
You're welcome.
There's something else underwater that I want to get. You don't have
Is it
to
more
get
water?
You don't have to get it now, but we're here. And this is not what I'm trying to get, but it's here. This is the plane that got shot down, the Gelnica. You can go there right now, but I wouldn't recommend it because there's like really strong monsters in there. But that's a great place for grinding late game because all the enemies that are in there. First of all, there's a lot of like great items in there just to find. But all the enemies that are in there can be morphed into sources. So there's like infinite, you know, mind source, power source to be had in there.
And
if you feel like
I think, if I remember correctly, the weapon for Yuffie that you get in there
yes
bypasses the thing for morph, so you can just one-hit everything and turn it into sources instantly.
You're exactly right. Yuffie's ultimate weapon, the Conformer,
Yes.
ignore for some reason. It's probably intentional, but it might not be knowing this game. It just ignores. Normally, when you use morph, it does like pitiful damage because that's like you know you gotta.
You gotta work for that morph.
Yeah. But Conformer just does the same damage as if you were attacking. So like it's really that's why Yuffie's, in my opinion, really. She gets a lot of flack that's not deserved because she's great at morphing things. And the other thing.
Somebody say it.
It's morphin' time.
Somebody.
This
There we
one's for you.
Oh, that's what it was. The other thing that's really cool about the Conformer, that again I don't know if it's supposed to be this way or not, but if you attack your allies with it, it does 0 damage. So like, if you're like berserk or confused or both, it's not a problem, you know. You just
Considering all of the bugs in this game, I wouldn't assume anything is intentional.
That's what I'm saying, man. I have no idea if it's supposed to be that way or not, but it's a cool thing about it, for sure. I think.
What did you just get under the sea?
I got the key to the Ancients, which we don't need yet, but we will need it shortly, and since it's underwater, I just figured I would grab it while I was down there.
See.
And now...
I really like that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I really like that even between systems, Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy VII are pretty much equally buggy.
Oh, yeah.
They're both just horribly buggy. But that's all.
You know what's great is that we're not even at the part of the game where we have the buggy anymore, but I get to do that editing gag a few more times because you said the word buggy in a completely different context. Alright.
Well, good. I missed it the first go-around, so...
Yeah. When we got the submarine, we heard on the radio that they were going to Rocket Town to try and get huge materia... To put huge materia in the rocket to try and blow up Meteor.
They're burning out their fuel out here alone.
Yeah.
But the entire point of that rocket is it didn't work. Why are they trying again?
Well, the only reason it didn't launch the first time was because Sid aborted the launch to save Shara's life. And now, after that happened, it wasn't like the rocket was broken, it's just that Shinra pulled the space exploration program after that. So they never got to launch it again. But now they're trying to fix it up.
Everybody in this town just agreed to name the town after a failed experiment.
Yeah. Well, the town was
Spectacle.
built around the rocket launch site.
So did the rocket come first, or did the town come first?
The rocket came first. That was
okay.
Shown earlier.
All right.
There was no
I don't
town
remember.
here. Yeah. After the failed launch...
This game is not my forte.
It's pretty... The plot's pretty convoluted. But after the failed launch, they just, built the town around it.
Okay.
Grenade!
Rocket launch chair.
Oh, man. So,
Go
like I said,
down to that
I've been playing Crisis Core.
Yeah, how's
And,
that going?
it's not bad. I really like the battle system. It's like, it's a lot like Kingdom Hearts, sort of.
Yeah, it's like an
And
action RPG.
I'm okay with that. And, I don't know. I feel like Final Fantasy VII, nobody looked over the script to this game. And so there are so many little holes and things that just need to be plugged up with additional characters and crap that doesn't need to be there, like Tifa's teacher. They're like, oh, how did Tifa get out? How about this guy came back and found her and brought her to blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but that's in this game,
it's not
least.
necessary. No, I know, but I don't know, it just kind of sets the bar, I guess.
No, the plot of Crisis Core is its weakest point, in my opinion.
It's ridiculous. It really is.
And
pretty much all the new characters suck, and
that whole compilation of FF7 just got super pretentious. But what I really like about
pretentious
Crisis,
as much as fan fiction.
yeah, it's very fan fictiony. But I've been wanting more of Zack since this game. So if I wasn't gonna write that fan fiction, I would certainly read it or play it.
I don't know. I mean, Zack's a good character in the context of this story, but I think he's better as a concept and as an ideal that Cloud has to live up to, instead of as an actual character. As much as I like Zack in Crisis Core, I feel like it kind of takes away from the idea of Zack in FF7, if that makes sense.
I see that. I certainly... I understand what you mean, and I don't particularly agree, but I can see what you mean. I know why you would feel that way. I understand that, but I just really like Zack. I always thought he was cool, and I think he's important because for the first 2/3 of this game, Cloud thinks he's Zack. So a lot of what people think is cool and likable about Cloud is kind of
is really cool and likable about Zack.
Yeah, he's kind of modeled himself after Zack, and I just my whole thing is that I really like. I prefer the sort of happy-go-lucky RPG main characters like Sora or Zidane or Tidus,
Right.
to the really brooding ones. Like I really like Cloud. I really like Terra, but like I'm not a fan of Squall. And
I like Squall a lot, actually, but I like him because the whole first half of the game, he's so unlikable, and by the end, he does have that turnaround where...
Yeah, like, I know eventually they make you care about him, and they do succeed, and, like, I gotta give it up for that, but, like, getting there is just painful to me. It's like, God, I just want to punch your teeth in. But,
I don't know. It's kind of the reverse of what they did to Zidane, actually. Because Zidane spends the whole first half of the game being really likable with no kind of bad thing ever happening in his life, and then at the end he has that moment where everything sucks and he's just brooding, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, but that doesn't last that long.
No, it doesn't, but I think it's a funny reversal.
Okay, so, important question. Who wants to go to space with me?
Me. Oh wait, I always go to. Never mind. I'm literally there the entire game.
Final Fantasy in space.
Yeah.
Bring Kyle.
FF4 did it first.
Kyle, you want to go to space?
I want to go to space.
All right. Wait.
Whoa.
What was that?
Whoa.
What was that menu? Can I? No, that just shows me my materia. I can't actually. That would be cool if I could like switch my materia from this screen.
Were you thinking you've learned something about this game?
Yeah. All right. Let's take Kyle into space.
Yeah, big red cat thing in space.
That was almost a sentence.
Yeah, it was pretty sentence-like. And let's get him set up.
There was no verb. It was not a sentence.
It was a cromulent sentence.
Yeah.
Perfectly cromulent.
Yeah, I'm gonna go... Oh, there's no materia growth, though. That sucks. Yeah, let's go... Let's give you fire armlet. That works. Alright.
Dragon arm.
Let's get you set up here. Menus! I know we're all excited about going to space, but we gotta do menus first, sorry. That's just how it is.
This is it. This is the game.
Final menu 7.
We've said
I
that.
wish.
We've said that exactly several times.
Damn it.
Who's got here?
Zork has less menus in this game.
I went to a restaurant once, had fewer menus in this game.
That's so stupid.
I know.
I like it. It was good. Alright, restore.
It really bothers me that you don't fill up all of your materia slots.
Yeah, why not?
Because I know how much you guys hate, like, me going through menus.
Got 2 destruct materia you ain't using. How you gonna destruct a fool if you ain't got the destruct material equipped?
How are you gonna
That
destruct
big ass
a fool?
sword.
Good question.
Destruct for days.
Yeah.
I give this fucker Ultima, because why not? Kyle, you've got Ultima. Thank me later. You can't actually
Speaking
do
of which,
can't actually do
I
anything
can deal with it.
how useless is Ultima in Crisis Core?
I don't remember, but probably pretty useless.
It's pretty dead. Because it's like a 30-second charge to use it.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm missing a restore. Somebody's got it. Ultima.
I got it.
Earth, Comet, restore. Earth.
You're not even in the fucking game.
Restore. Josh.
Rocket?
No.
I'm taking a rocket.
You
It's
blame
just-
Josh for
Back in
nothing.
my suitcase.
It's just gone. I
Look
don't
out,
have it.
moon.
Did I
rocket.
sell it?
Into outer space. So long, human race. I'll be going soon.
Well,
It's the astronaut Jones. No, nobody? Alright.
I don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry.
Tracy Morgan, astronaut Jones. Look it up.
Sure, we'll do.
Tracy Morgan.
He's doing it right now.
I meant people watching the video, but I mean, I guess it's okay if we do it during the stream.
It's just menus right now.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute, it says here Tracy Morgan was in Cop Out.
He was, in fact, in Cop Out, and
Well, I don't want to know about him then.
Well, why? You don't want to know anything about that movie?
That sure was a movie.
It
Was
happened.
it? I don't know if it qualifies. Someone sure did leave the camera on and record some things.
Alright, let's go show those fucking Shinra.
Someone I love.
Alright, Shinra.
I didn't
Sounds like
even
an
notice.
Egyptian god.
Was
Yeah,
it
it's the super
hyphenated?
Egyptian god. Yeah.
Wow, I
Super
didn't even notice that. In Japanese, it's hyphenated, but we're inconsistent with that in the localization.
Right, right there on
Wait,
the
how
side
do
of the
you
rock.
know that?
How do I know that?
Yeah.
Because this game's been out for a long time.
Yeah,
We've been playing this game for like 30 hours.
yeah, I just know a lot of things. There's the Shinra logo that you can see in this game, like they didn't change, and you could see it hyphenated. So that's one way that I know it. But other than that,
There.
just the internet.
Why did you just say that?
Because that's a wordful, a mouthful.
That's a word for
That
a
is a
wordful.
wordful.
almost a whole syllable.
Hey, look, it's Mega Obama Snow.
Say, what? Wait, what the hell are you talking about? It's like a giant robot.
It's Mega Obama
It's
Snow.
Alexander.
No, it's a... What? Oh, because he's like on...
I guess it stands like Mega Bomb.
Yeah. That's Dutch.
Make Obama.
Obama!
Thanks, Obama.
He's a transformer.
They don't know Obama.
Have you been stealing from the Turks?
Oh, I don't have steel. I should have done that. Rude has
What
really,
the fuck?
Rude has really great armor for this battle. Pro tip: steal.
Yes.
Steal the
Destruct. Hey, got seal.
Pro tip: steal from the Turks every time you fight the Turks.
Yeah.
They
Except
always
every
have
time
really
you
good
steal
shit.
a-
You're not going to
steal
see that on screen right now, though, because Ricky did not steal.
Shut up.
That's advice for life. Steal from the Turks.
Ask the Armenians.
God. Oh, why?
Why did Constantinople get the works?
Yeah, it's none of
It's
your
nobody's
business.
But
That's it.
Turks.
I didn't want to give you the satisfaction.
I had to finish my own fucking sentence, and now it makes no sense. Thanks, Pokemon.
I kind of want to like redo
Thanks,
this whole
Obama.
section so I can steal this Adric.
Fuck that, it's Adrian Yonks.
Oh, he just
You
is.
been.
Is he
I
dead?
feel like it's gonna be.
He went back to his home
drastic.
planet.
You have an opportunity to steal it again, but you could have had two of them. Or three of them. Three of them! I could have had three.
Ooh,
You could have had three.
you could have had
three. Take three.
I love how after I beat the Turks, this guy still like thinks he stands a chance.
Maybe he did. Maybe he was really looking to be promoted.
He's a
Just
senior.
doing
He's actually a crazy monster man.
He's not wearing red at all.
Where's his funny hat?
You mean the in-battle models don't look like the overworld models? You're blowing
How
my
fucking big
mind!
is this spaceship?
It's pretty big.
There's an instance of that happening in it's Shining Force 2 actually. This is going back, and one of the characters is named Geralt, and on the overworld map, he wears a blue hat. And then on his portrait, he has a red hat. And then on his in-battle sprite, he has a green hat.
They had to have been doing it on purpose.
They did that on purpose.
There's no way they made that big of a mistake.
That always annoyed me.
Of course it did. Maybe he, I got nothing.
Alright then, we'll just edit that part out.
I was gonna say, like, when he upgrades, like, does his hat, like, change color?
No, then he just turns into a wolf.
Oh.
He no longer has a hat.
Oh.
Although,
he would be
that-
cooler if he had a hat.
yeah, or a comb, because as we've learned from Final Fantasy VII, wolves wear combs.
Bring it up.
Red 13.
Alright,
He
so
equips
knowing full well
combs.
that this rocket is going to blow up, Sid's dream is to go to space, and he will be damned if he is not going to go to space in his own rocket.
So you're all just gonna go with him?
Yep.
Let's go to space. Let's go to space.
Let's die in space, apparently.
Do you think that they made Red 13's dad wear the comb of shame?
No,
Leave.
I don't.
Okay.